Moors enslaved Africans. Well, damn it, I thought the Moors were Africans. That's an oxymoron.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? To say the Moors enslaved Africans. I can show you the day we enslaved each other. So you say blacks enslave blacks or the blacks enslaved blacks? You're talking about the same thing. You have nigger Moors, you have niggas. Period. Black niggas. It's the same concept. See what I'm saying? If you watch the movie that Mos Def, it's a documentary that Mos Def did. They said it's on Amazon. It's called The Prince Among Slaves. Mos Def did the narration in it. Through the whole joint, Mos Def was talking about this in the documentary. That we enslaved each other. No matter where we at, we enslaved each other. So for people to come out and believe, oh, just this group of Moors enslaved Africans, that's foolish, dude. And people are following stuff blindly without doing their research. The Moors are Africans. From Guinea to West Africa and Senegal, all those people are Moors. It's just the last name on the books that we were called. We were Nubians, yes. We were Zegwe, yes. We were Kushite, yes. You can spell Kush with a C-O-K. Same thing. They still were Moors. So the last name on the books were Moors. You can say Morano, you can say Morisco, you can say Maroon. You got stores all up in LA called, what, those Moriscos, those restaurants? That's Spanish. That's their Moors. So the Spanish people are Moors too, but they don't tell people this. If you walk and study history, that's why I said, even when you read his book, this book, written 1920s, it's 50 variations of the word Moor. Murray, M-U-R-R-A, Y, or Murray, M-U-R-R-Y, Murray, same thing. It still pertains to the Moors. They know this, but our scholars are not telling that, because what happens, if they talk about this, they're out of a job, out of position, out of somebody following them, cannot deal with truth. So that's why I said they need to cut that and stop with the games. Because the youth is coming in. Like Noble Drew Ali said, the third and fourth generation is coming with their eyes wide open. So now they're going to be challenging these people. Malcolm knew this. Malcolm was trying to get it to our people. He got cut down at a young age, not to talk about this anymore, because it wasn't his time. I told you, third and fourth generation, do the math. They are the people. So we keep looking for Africans. Africans don't give a damn about you. They looking for us. I do meetings with Ethiopians in Boston, and every Ethiopian I spoke with said, you need to be in the college teaching this. They know the history. One of them told me, if the blacks in America don't wake up, they said that they be standing by themselves. This is what the Ethiopian elder told me. This is what it is. Even down to the Islam, Sunni Islam. They don't talk about that. Bilal was Ethiopian. The first one they called the Adan. He was a Zegwe. How do you know how to call the Adan? Islam comes out of Tawahado. Tawahado is the original form of Christianity, not the Christianity we practice today. I don't even know if I have this book with me. I'm going to show you what it is. I don't know if I brought it with me. I think I did. There you go, right here. This is Tawahado. This is real Christianity right there. If you ever go to their churches, you will see this. The ritual that they go through in Tawahado, you go in the same way of Islam. You still go in it. Islam comes out of Tawahado. Tawahado means one. Islam means one God. And that's what Tawahado means. And they spoke Amharic or Ge'ez. Ge'ez is the original language before there was Hebrew, because Hebrew only means ones who crossed over. So it's called Ge'ez. And the original Bible is not written the way King James is. So it's a whole history behind that. So when I'm sitting with them, I'm building with the history with them. And they're like, well, how did you know so much about the history of Christianity? So we're running from Christianity. That's why Muslims, they say, well, in Islam, we believe in all divine prophets. Yeah, we do. That's true. Because it all came out of one. So we getting people twisted, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, oh, I'm this, and I'm that. No, Bilal was a black Ethiopian, they called him. There's a movie called The Messenger. In the movie, The Messenger is like 3 or 4 hours long. I suggest people go look at it. They said when Muhammad came to the Ethiopian priest and he asked him, he said, he said, for protection, because they was protecting the Muslims. In the movie, he said, your religion and mine is still this line. I will protect you. They say salam, we say salam, they say shalom. Same thing, it's all the same. It's all the same. But we don't get the history about the Kaaba or the Kabbalah. The Kaaba, Kabbalah, the black stone, the Moabite stone, Catch it? 7 times around the Kaaba. It's in the book of Ezekiel. Read the book of Ezekiel. They go around 7 times in the book of Ezekiel. And they all wore 2 pieces of amber. It's in the Bible. It's talking about you. That's the Kaaba. That's what the Muslims do. 7. 7 days of the week. 7 Elohim. 7 ruling planets. 7.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
You got the 7 chakras also.
7 chakras. This is why the Pope even gives you the cardinal points. He does this. Every time he comes out, he does this. Fire, earth, air, water. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. North, south, east, west. 3, you got 12, 6, 3, 9. In between that circle and that clock is called the cardinal points. Your decans. It's called a decan, which is a decade. Each one. I'm the 3rd house. I'm a Gemini. I understand my science. It ain't how we told time. We told time looking at Ra. Let me see what time it is. Okay, the sun died. We looked up at the sun and knew exactly which way to pray. You remember the movie Django? When the dude released them in the movie? He said, well, y'all astrologers. Look at the stars. Remember that scene when he told them, when he came out and he said, y'all astrologers? They telling you. But you keep thinking you're black. He told them. But the problem was you were denationalized. And you forgot everything that was taught to you. This is why I don't want you to talk about the Moors. If it wasn't for the Moors, you would not be here. We brought them here. I can go on and on how these TV shows are telling you stuff. Remember Michael in Good Times when his father went to go beat him when he said, I'm not going to do this? Remember he went to go take him in the room and he was disobeying his father, the teacher. And he said, you got to listen to the teacher. And he was talking about the spook that was on the boat with Columbus. And he was going to beat him in the room. Remember that scene? And Mike, he was going to get beat. He said, wait a minute. He sat down and was like, what are you talking about, Michael? He said, oh no. He said, oh, yeah, it was sudden. It was a Moor on the boat. They navigated him over here. We did that. We did. But we don't know our history. Because we only looking for the history in the slavery or some type of religion. When all religions come from me, I could be whatever I want to be. It's mine. We all say amen after every prayer, right?
True that.
I don't care if you're a Jew, Christian, whatever. We all submit our will to do the will of God, don't we? You could be a Christian, Muslim, Seventh-day Adventist. We all submit our will to do the will of the Creator. You can say salam, peace, whatever. I'm saying the same thing. But you have people arguing because they get misinformation. But when you start going to the source of all this stuff, like in Ethiopia, you can start saying, shh, man, I got that. Okay, that's what it is. We mummified people. It was an elder that showed me mummification of his parents, an elder. And I'm like, this is Islam. Yes, because Islam came out of that. The whole washing of the hands, all that came from us. People got to study history. They still were Moors. That's why in J. Rogers' book, in this book, it speaks about we were Ethiopians and Moors before the 1500s. Before the 1500s. Talk to the historians, they only tell you about slavery and up, not 1800s and down. So this is why we say, what were you called before 1400s? You should ask these scholars that. What were you called before 1400s? I bet you they can't give you an answer. Oh, brother, we didn't have a name. What are you talking about? We did. We had a nationality. It was taken. This is what they don't want people to know. And that's real talk. So until we fix that problem, we're going to keep going round and round and round in circles. Because we're not acknowledging who we truly are. And that's sad. That's why I don't get hung up. People say, well, brother, I'm a Muslim. Okay. I'm a Muslim too. Oh, I'm a Jew too. And I got a cross on my neck too. And I know what that means. It's not a cross, it's called a misket that we burned in Ethiopia. We did I told the brother earlier, we did the first cross burning. If you go online right now and look up miskel, you will see the cross burning. Europeans took that. The swastika, I wear that too. The swastika is mine too. It comes from Lalibela. It's in Lalibela, it's in Iran, it's in Indonesia, it's in China. It's yours. And what that swastika represented was good luck. It was Jesus sent the apostles to each 4 corners of the earth. That's what the swastika represents. But Europeans took it, well, Hitler, and did something totally different with it. So when I wear my swastika, you should see them shake. They be like, he's really got that on his neck. Then I'm gonna give you the breakdown. And I make sure I show Jews this when I'm in airports, because I never take it off. My chain just popped, that's why it's not on my neck now. But people don't understand it. And it's so funny, I'm gonna tell you the story. I was with D.L. Hughley. Where were we at? I think we were in Texas. I said this on the radio. I go in the room with the swastika on my neck. So D.L. Hughley said, man, what you got that on your neck for? He said, you crazy? And then his co-host comes in the room and he said, I forgot her name. He said, look what Samir got on his neck. She said, oh my God, no you don't. Why you got that on? I said, why you got a cross on your neck? And she shut up. And I had to give her the history. And what D.L. Hughley said to me is that you can't make a wrong or right. I said, well, they made a right or wrong. And that's what they done. That cross that we wearing is not what we had. That cross that everybody's wearing is your 4 cardinal points. Your fire, your earth, your air, your water. That's what you built up off of. So Hiram was hitting his head in the north gate, dug in the shallow grave. That's what's happening with black people. You've been hit in your head and knocked unconscious. And that's why they said Hiram needed a grip, a lion's grip to pull you up from that shallow grave that you're buried in. You're mentally dead. That's why they say you don't have to go around and look at black people. You can look at them and say, oh, you've been hitting your head and knocked unconscious. You take a rocket science to figure them out, but they lost. So when I hear people speak, I'm like, dude, you got a lot of missing parts that's not there. Either you know or you're not telling. So the Moors wear the fez has nothing to do with religion. It's representing honoring women. The first universe is the womb of the woman. That's what that fez represents. In the umbilical cord, in the placenta, it's the womb of the woman. But in college we called it a mortarboard. We called it cap and gown, but it's really called a mortarboard. When you graduate, it's 45-degree angles, 360 degrees. And that's what the fez represents. 360 degrees of knowledge. So when you graduate, you turn it from one side to the other side. It's yours. What is a mortar? Mortar builds buildings. You know that little square piece, you get that smack, 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 smack. The woman is the builders without a nail, screw, or hammer. Man don't do that. So we looking at it from a religion, but the reality is Europeans took it, and now they got you thinking it's something totally different. And if you look it up, you look up mortar, the mortarboard, you'll see it. It's the fez, 360 degrees.